Hi, I'm Luke Serville. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. Often I talk about lighting interviews and vignettes, and this next video is an example of lighting vignettes, which are often short scenes that, when strung together, help tell a story. Now, the video that was created for this client has quite a few vignettes, and instead of sort of hitting them as you see it in the edit, let's go by location. So I'll show you short clips and then talk about how we lit those scenes, and then at the end you can see how it's all sort of woven together. I was working with Intrepid, great team over there. Producers, either Julie Nelson, Lori Wright, and then Jason Armitage as a director, creative director, and then Chris Gonzalez as DP. That team had a lot of good shoots with them, and I enjoy their ability to sort of really work on the pre-pro, because that's important, especially when you're hitting a lot of locations, you're trying to do a lot of different shots at each location. Good to have a sharp team leading the way. Let's start off at the airport. We're mostly in the international terminal at SFO. We put a lot of miles on our shoes. So we started our day at the sort of fake airline gate, and we had a good sized window, but it was early in the day. We didn't have direct sun yet. I thought we could sort of balance that a little bit with an M18 on the inside through some softener, but we blew a circuit. We had sent out for the facilities folks, but they took a while to show up, so we had to get going. So we could put two S60 sky panels there. Then we had an 800 Jolico creating a pattern. Just be natural.
Yeah.
Clockwork, so that clock's messing me up because it's the wrong time. It says 9:40, it's got an hour off, I think.
And that kind of became our package for the day. We had two roll-around S60 sky panels. Then we had like a 3x3 Aladdin. I think it was a 200-watt version, and sometimes on a battery, sometimes not. 800, 400 Jolicos, and then later in the day we had some Titan tubes and like a Select 31 here and there. So that was kind of our package, but there was still a fair amount that had to get moved from one location to the other, and we would often run the S60 through like just an 8x, some kind of a quarter grid, half grid, and just to add to the ambience, and often large daylight windows. So that was kind of our roll around. So here we are in an apartment. It was quite a small, single room apartment, but it still took some doing to prop it, to light it, make everything happen. While we were getting that ready, other folks were downstairs shooting an exterior, well, interior of a car, but exterior outside the apartment, and then everybody came up. So downstairs at the car, we were doing the person getting the call, the person who ends up purchasing stuff at the store, and then upstairs we have the daughter who has her sort of homage to Got Milk. And yeah, just trying to get that sort of nice, airy feel, and we kept it pretty minimal, but we had some battery operated stuff, and then nice soft lighting on our talent. Downstairs we had an overhead 12 by, and then we had some shiny boards and some negative. So it looks more involved than the shot actually is, but hey, sometimes that's what you got to do to work around the elements you have on location. Then from there, we had another sort of shot outside. I didn't even see what happened there. I think there was just a little bounce, a little neg. But while that was going on, I was lighting in the Indian store, so the Indian fabric store, which just so much wonderful color in that store. But we turned all the lights off and then added, I guess we used some, 800, 400 Jolico, 350, 200 watt Aladdins. Then I think we also had some Daylight HD ellipsoidals. So just little pops in the background, and just, it was kind of a ring of fire, but every light had a reason. So again, short vignette, but it took a while to make it all happen. Then we ended our day, that day, at Berkeley Bowl, so just a grocery store, and we jumped around that store quite quickly to get some bread, some produce, some milk, and then check out. We kept that really small too. That was like a 200 watt 3x3 Aladdin and maybe 1 or 2 Astras, all on batteries, so we can move around really quickly. So we've seen a lot of the vignettes. Now they're all going to be woven together into the final piece. Check it out. I like lighting vignettes. You're sort of telling this sort of visual story like it was a silent film. And it's not just background for narration or an interview. It's an actual narrative in a sense. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.
And cut.
I do too. All right, so let's Chris, can I go or not? No. Guys, what do you need? You need to see a rehearsal, right? Let's do what? Oh. Hey guys, I want to do a rehearsal. Clear, guys. Here we go. Rehearsals up. Camera in 1. What was her name again? Prabha. I'm gonna have you go to your first position, guys. I can do last looks, right? Let me just do a quick rehearsal for everybody. All right, here we go. Ready, camera?
We have to finish up.
Rehearsals up. There's only using one on this. Rehearsals up. Ready. And
Hold on. Yeah, we have to finish this. Can you see?
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go.